Question number 11. Given f of x is equal to 3x and g of x is equal to x plus 2, find f times g of x. Is it A, 3x plus 2x, B, 3x squared plus 2, C, 3x squared plus 6x, or letter D, x squared plus 6x? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in this question, we now have the operation of multiplication. So since it says here, the f of x will be multiplied to the g of x, then this 3x will be multiplied to the two terms, x and 2. So that would be 3x times x, that is 3x squared, 3x times 2, that is positive 6x. So therefore, the correct answer is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners, now let us go to question number 12. If f of x is equal to x minus 1 and g of x is equal to x plus 3, what is f times g of x? Is it A, x squared plus 2x minus 3, B, x squared minus 2x minus 3, C, x squared plus 4x minus 3, or D, x squared minus 4x minus 3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, since the operation is still multiplication and as we can see, the f of x and the g of x are both binomials, then in this situation, we can apply the FOIL method. The first, the outer, the inner, and the last terms. So let me show you how to do that one. So we have here x minus 1 times x plus 3. So of course, applying the FOIL method, that would be x times x squared, that would be positive 3x, that would be negative 1 times x, that is negative x, and then negative 1 times 3, that would be negative 3. Of course, we will combine like terms, so that will have a result of x squared plus 2x, because 3x minus x, that would be 2x, and we just copy minus 3. So therefore, the correct answer here is letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners, now let us go to question number 13. Given f of x is equal to 2x plus 1 and g of x is equal to x squared minus 3, find f times g of 2. Is it A, 5, B, 10, C, 15, or D, 20? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, since our x here in the input is now positive 2, so we can substitute the positive 2 value to both our functions, and then after that, we will multiply them as the operation says. Okay, so 2 will be substituted here. So 2 times 2, that is 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. So f of x is equal to 5. Now, we have here in the g of x, 2 squared. So 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 3, that is positive 1. So 1 for our g of x. For our f of x, that is 5. So 5 times 1, that is 5. So the correct answer is letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, now let us go to question number 14. If f of x is equal to x squared and g of x is equal to 3x minus 4, what is f times g of x? Is it A, x squared plus 3x minus 4, B, 3x squared minus 4x, C, x squared times the quantity 3x minus 4, or D, 3x cubed minus 4x squared? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, since we have here x squared, that is monomial, and we have here 3x minus 4, that is binomial, of course, we can multiply this by distributing the x squared to the two terms of 3x and negative 4. Okay, so since our operation is multiplication, so of course, if you try to multiply this monomial to this binomial, technically, this letter C is correct. However, if there is a possibility that we can simplify it, we need to simplify our answers. So, if we try to multiply x squared times 3x, that would be 3x cubed. Okay, so of course, we already have our answer here. Now, x squared times negative 4, that is negative 4x squared. So, our correct answer is letter D, my dear math learners. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, so I hope you got that one. Now let us go to question number 15. Given f of x is equal to x plus 1 over x minus 2 and the g of x is equal to x minus 3 over x plus 4, find f times g of x. Is it A, x plus 1 times x minus 3 over the quantity x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 4? B, x squared minus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus 2x minus 8? C, x minus 2 over x plus 1? Or D, both A and B? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners. Now, since we have two fractions with different denominators, because the first one has a denominator of x minus 2 and the second one has a denominator of x plus 4. Now, in the operation of fractions, in terms of multiplication, we will be multiplying the numerators and the denominators. So, therefore, x minus 3 times x plus 1 and then x plus 4 times x minus 2. We have x plus 1 times x minus 3 and then here we have x minus 2 times x plus 4 in the denominator. Okay, so this can be it. Of course, as what I've said earlier, the proper way is to simplify it, right? Okay. Now, if we try to multiply the numerators using the FOIL method, that would give us x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3. In which, if we simplify that one, that would be x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay. Now, in the denominator, if we multiply this one, this will become x squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 8. And if we simplify that, that would be x squared plus 2x minus 8. So technically, our letter A and letter B have an equivalent fractions. Now, of course, as what I've said earlier, the best answer is the simplified. But my dear math learners, if you have an opportunity or among the choices in which you can choose more than one answer and those two answers can be technically correct, then that is the best answer. Okay, so the correct answer for this one is letter D, both A and B. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners, I hope you have learned some tips in answering examinations. Alright, now let us go to question number 16. If f of x is equal to x plus 5 and g of x is equal to x minus 5, what is f times g of x? Is it A, 2x, B, x squared plus 25, B, x squared minus 25, or D, x squared minus 10x plus 25? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, now as you can see here, the f of x is just similar to our g of x, except that this one is plus and this one is minus. Now, if that is the case, that is basically a special binomial, in which that is the sum and difference of two binomials. So, my dear math learners, if you have the sum and difference of two binomials, there is a technique there that in order to simplify that one, you just square the first term and the last term and then copy minus as its operation. So, therefore, the correct answer in this question is letter C, x squared minus 25. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners. Of course, the sum and difference of two binomials is also known as the sum and difference of two squares. Okay, so now let us go to question number 17. Given f of x is equal to 2x squared and g of x is equal to 3x plus 1, find f times g of 1. Is it A, 4, B, 6, C, 8, or D, 12? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in answering this question, of course, our value of x has already a value of 1. So, therefore, you can just substitute it to both functions. So, 2 times 1 squared, that would be 2. Okay, so the value of f of x is 2. Now, in the g of x, that would be 3 times 1, that is 3. 3 plus 1, that is 4. So 4 for the g of x and 2 for the f of x. So, 4 times 2, that would be 8. So, therefore, letter C is the answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, now let us go to question number 18. If f of x is equal to x minus 3 and g of x is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 1, what is f times g of x? Is it A, x cubed plus 2x squared plus x minus 3, B, x cubed minus x squared minus 5x minus 3, or C, x cubed minus x squared minus 5x plus 3, or D, x cubed minus x squared plus 5x minus 3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, for you to understand the answer for this question, I will now show you how to solve this one. So since the operation is multiplication, our f of x is x minus 3. And our g of x is x squared plus 2x plus 1. So of course, we will just apply the distributive property. So this will be multiplied, that would be x cubed. This will be multiplied, that would be positive 2x squared. This will now be multiplied to the positive 1, and that would be positive x. Alright, now we will go to the next term, and that is negative 3. So negative 3 times here, that would be negative 3x squared. Then multiplied to here, that would be negative 6x. And finally, we have here, that would be minus 3. Alright, so of course, we will be combining like terms. So we have x cubed as a lone term, and 2x squared has a same term with negative 3x squared. So that would be negative x squared. Okay, now we have here plus x, we have here minus 6x. So if we simplify that one, that would be negative 5x. And then this is another lone term for the constant. So now we have negative 3 or minus 3. So the correct answer is x cubed minus x squared minus 5x minus 3. So we have letter B as the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 19. Given f of x is equal to 4x and g of x is equal to x over 2, find f times g of x. Is it A, 2x squared, B, 4x squared, C, x squared over 2, or D, 8x squared? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, we have here a fraction for g of x, and we have here f of x as 4x, and that is a monomial without a denominator. But remember, any whole numbers that you see automatically has a denominator that is over 1. Okay. Now, if we multiply this one, this 4 of x will be multiplying only to the numerator. So that is 4x times x, that is 4x squared. Of course, you just copy over 2. So 4x squared over 2 can still be simplified by dividing 4 to 2. So that would give you 2x squared. So therefore, the correct answer for this question is letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, now let us go to question number 20. If f of x is equal to x squared minus 1 and g of x is equal to x plus 1, what is f times g of x? Is it A, x squared minus 1, B, x cubed plus x squared minus x minus 1, or C, x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 1, or D, x cubed minus 1? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners. Now, in this given situation, we have binomial, and the other one is another binomial. Of course, we cannot apply the sum and product of two squares in this situation because though they are alternating operations, this is minus 1, this is plus 1. However, the first terms are not identical. This is x squared in the degree of 2, and this is x in the degree of 1. So, of course, the best and safest way to do this one is to apply FOIL method. Okay, so we have x squared minus 1 times x plus 1. Alright, so if ever you multiply this one, that is x cubed. If you multiply this one, that is positive x squared. Then if you multiply this one, that would be negative x. And if you multiply this one, that is minus 1. So of course, as you can see, x cubed, x squared, x, and 1, they don't have any common terms, so therefore that is your final answer, and that is letter B. All right, let's check whether we are correct. Alright. So, my dear math learners, I hope you have understood our new 10 questions for part 2 of our reviewer series. Now, the question is, what is your current score? And if you are enjoying our discussion for today, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell in order for you to be updated, as well as share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Now, without further ado, let us go to the second half of our reviewer series.